Good afternoon. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of videos, baby. That's what I do. How y'all doing today? I'm sitting here looking for something real quick. And today, this is the YouTube video for Smoke. This over. And what this video is about, what the fuck is content trade? Okay? So before I get started, send some shots out to Spunk Lube, Blue Chew. Spunk Lube, the perfect lube for sex, for porn, jerking off, put it on a dildo, playing your pussy, ladies. It's a great thing to have. It's great. And for the fellas, Blue Chew, whether you're an adult film star or you just a dude that just want to bang his girl back out, Blue Chew is the best thing for you. Trust me on that. Also, check out the podcast. Episode 5 is up. Check out the podcast. I do not post this on YouTube. I don't post a podcast on YouTube. It's a reason for it, because I want y'all to go listen to the podcast. Period. I do enough videos here on YouTube. I want y'all to hear the podcast. Episode 5, I'm talking about the political fallout of the election. Review of Mandalorian 2. And I'm also talking BDSM. So, yeah. So, now, let's get to the reason why I came on today. I was talking to a young lady. And she was on Twitter and she asked a question about content trade, content exchange. And I explained to her the basics of it and what it means. So, for some of you people that don't know porn jargon or what have you, content trade is a way for talent to secure content without having to pay other talents. Now, granted, men, we always gonna come out of money. Yeah. Because 9 out of 10, if we work with a chick, we gonna have to cover her hotel, cover her travel. You feel what I'm saying? So men gonna come out of pocket for content trade unless you have your own apartment or the girl got a place and y'all happen to live in the same area. Either way, or she's willing to cover the hotel. Cause I done had girls cover the hotel before. That was one of the caveats of working with me a couple years back, before I decided to start hosting and paying for travel and all that, was that you had to cover your own travel and your own hotel, because this is content trade. I'm bringing the dick, I'm bringing the camera crew, so why not you put up the money for the hotel? At the end of the day, majority of these girls escort. So basically, in a nutshell, they get to make money, make their money back. But I digress. Like I said, in porn, normally, the way it works is the girl gets paid for her time. But she gets no copies of the content, no copies of the pics. If she want to see it, the site owner gives her a little membership for a month so she can watch it. Or in some cases, like with Busted Baby Doll, for some of y'all people that's old school, they used to be able to download it, but they couldn't use the content because it was paid for. Okay? So if you have OnlyFans and you have your own site and you're doing this adult film shit and you're doing more than just some motherfucking solos and twerk videos, you actually fucking people, how you get content is through content trade. Unless you're going to pay people. And we know you ladies are not going to pay a goddamn soul for any fucking shoot or anything to do with porn. Let's be honest. Y'all don't even want to pay for motherfuckers to come shoot with your ass. You feel me? Usually ladies, y'all usually just usually y'all find guys via, he's a fan that he showed you a dick and you say, I'll use him. Escort-wise, one of your Johns. For some of you ladies, is your boyfriend. But I'm talking to ladies that actually shoot with multiple guys. Okay? Or you try to collab with a chick. Or you decide to hook up with a producer. I'm going to touch on all these. Okay. Content trade is the way that you get content without putting out money. Paying the talent. Okay? Is trade of content. Doesn't matter how many shoots you shoot, no matter how many scenes that y'all do, all parties get to use the content, including the cameraman, unless otherwise specified or you paid him if you involve a cameraman. That's how, like my man from Team VP, he got a lot of his content because he was the main cameraman. It was his equipment. So everything that was shot during those content parties that they were having in Orlando with Team VP, he was getting that, as well as appearing in some of them. So think about how much. So that means if you shot 20 fucking scenes amongst all these people, he walked away with 20 scenes. Not counting the scenes that they shot on their own with their phone or camera. But anything shot with his camera, he got copies of it. And that's right. Oh, and for people to say, what about masters? He who had the camera controls the masters. That's all I'm going to say about that. And that's another conversation for another day. Now, back to my content trade conversation. Basically, what's supposed to happen, both parties get copies of the content, raw and uncut. So, ladies, if the dude said, well, I can't give it to you, oh, you're supposed to get it same day. Raw and uncut same day. There's no excuse why they can't give it to you. Even the analog cameras dumps to a computer. Most of every camera either has a cord that you can hook to the laptop or there's an SD card. So I suggest, ladies, you bring a flash drive or your own laptop or a hard drive to get your content. Back to my point. Everybody uses the content. Everybody get copies of the content, raw and uncut. If you want edited, that's something that you would have to discuss separately, or you do it your damn self, okay? Hopefully, if you're that good of a talent, you don't need to edit shit. It was a clean, straight through scene that you ain't had to touch. But some of y'all motherfuckers ain't that good. So, you're supposed to exchange paperwork is an ID. Paperwork such as 2257 compliance form and a model release form. You can find these forms online. You can Google it. You can find it. Goods for Sale has a copy. It's not hard to find. You need both. Anything to do with adult. I don't give a damn. If she's showing some type of skin, motherfuckers, you need a model release form and you need a 2257. If not, $5,000 per infraction, $5,000 per infraction, or 5 years in prison. There's people right now doing life sentences because they ain't had the proper paperwork. Facts. It's that serious, people. So some of you motherfuckers doing OnlyFans that are fucking these Johns, that when the government come looking through your shit and they want paperwork, or one of them Johns decide to sue your monkey ass because you didn't get that paperwork and that ID, you gonna have problems. I digress. Now, y'all supposed to exchange paperwork and IDs. Period. Now, whether y'all exchange tests, results, and all that, that depends upon the talent. Okay? Just keeping it 100. Now, back to my point. It is a way, a lot of the talent, when they go to these conventions, that's what they're doing, content trade. There's not a lot of paid shoots that go on to these conventions. AVN, Exotica, XBiz, it doesn't matter. A lot of them are doing content trade. They contact each other ahead of time to set up times and dates for the shoots. Trust me, I done it. I did it at Exotica myself. You feel me? Content trade is not shooting for free. When people sit here and say, well, that's shooting for free, it's because they got fucked over in the content trade. Meaning that they did all these shoots and they didn't get copies of their content. That's their fault. It's not shooting for free. You're shooting for content. You're walking away with content. She needs a male talent. You need a female talent. You feel me? If one of you have a camera guy, or if not one of you have a camera guy, do one of y'all own a camera. You feel me? Just hands down. How you set it up is on you. That's what it comes down to with these content trades. So, I had one situation I remember. A girl said she did a content trade with this producer slash talent. I ain't gonna say his name. And he wanted her not to release it before him. Let me say this again, unless y'all sign some paperwork or a gentleman's agreement is made, you can put the shit out the same day. There's no restrictions on when you release the product. There's no restriction on how you release the product. Once you shoot the content, you get copies of it. Guess what? You do what you want. When people scream royalties, there's your royalties. That's what content trade is for. So that you have content with that same talent or person that you can make money off of, that you can use. Y'all both using the same scene. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, how is it you going to make money and y'all both using the same scene? I've been in this thing 20 years. It's very strongly possible because both of you have different fan bases. And a male talent's fan base is different from that of the females. Keep that in mind. Why? 75% of our fan base is gay men. Transsexual, LBGQT community. Women, 95% of theirs is men, with a small percentage made up of the rest of that. Why is content exchange important? Why is needed? One, for you ladies that sit here and stuck with one fucking OnlyFans, enables you to tap into another person's fan base. This is whether you're shooting with a guy or a female. Even if you're shooting with a female, it's the same. Yeah, having notifications. It's the same thing. It does not matter. The only difference is if you involve more people. Meaning if y'all have a gangbang, everybody gets to use that scene. If it's a threesome, everybody gets to use that scene. The purpose of the content exchange is for networking purposes. One, promotion. That means that you're on my site. That means my fans get to see you. That means my fans gonna go Google you. That means my fans will become your fans and spend money on your site. If you're doing OnlyFans and you're fucking your little boy toy who has no fan base nor a OnlyFans, you're not gaining any fans. You might be making a shitload of money, but at the end of the day, let me make this clear. The money slows up. Ask any talent that been in this business for over 2 years. They'll tell you, oh, money slows up. What you were making year one, you might not be making year 2 or 3. It's going to fluctuate. You have to stick with it. You got to be willing to adjust. It's a lot of you ladies that fuck the boyfriend. That's nice. But once again, you need to switch up what you're doing. But that's another day. That's what content trade is for, to network. For some of you ladies that want to take this shit seriously and really want to do it, you need to content trade with some of these male talents. It's not about, oh, I want to fuck him. No. It's about, can this dude generate me some traffic and make me some fucking money with that scene? Some of these niggas that y'all fuck, y'all don't get one sale with they scene. All you got was a wet pussy. What the fuck they doing for your pocket? Not shit. Trust me, I've been looked over by many females for the more popular guys, and then when they finally hooked up with me, they got more sales with my scene than they did to that popular dude. There's female to this day that done shot newer scenes since they done worked with me, and my shit is outselling the new shit that they done shot with, and these motherfuckers been nominated. It's about the traffic that that person generates. The other part of it with the content trade, you got to also look at the fact of, does this dude even name the girls that's in his scenes? Do he tag them in the tweets? Y'all shoot with some of these dudes because, oh, he's sexy, but then he don't even mention you in the video. He don't retweet your shit. And girls, sad part is that they do the same thing to dudes. But they retweet another bitch. They won't retweet the dude. You feel me? But the point being is, for example, I find this funny. Girls who are BBWs shoot with dudes who do not normally shoot with BBWs. And then they will look and see that scene don't make money. You want to know why? Because his fan base is not built off of BBWs. It's built off of him fucking slim chicks. I've seen girls pay top-notch male talent, $500. And she did not, she got more sales from shooting with Louis Adonis than she did that nigga. Why? Louis Adonis known for shooting BBWs. The content trade, you have to be smart with your content trade. If you're going to shoot with someone for content and you're going to give up content, don't do it because he got a big dick. Don't do it because you think he could fuck and he's sexy, because editing is a funny thing. Some of these niggas can't even keep their dick up during the scene. Some of these niggas can't pop on cue. Some of these niggas can only do one fucking scene a day. So then you sitting here, you done travel all the way to Georgia to go shoot with this dude, and you only getting 3 scenes, and you there for a weekend, and then you can't get in touch with no other male talents for you to do content trade. You gotta think about that. You shoot with dudes that you know is going to benefit you, not with your pussy, but in your pocket. That he is going to not only help you generate sales, that you can make sales with him. You feel me? So that's what content trade is for. It is for you to secure content